everybody, Loader for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video. So VJUMP leaked today, and well, it's got a lot of cool stuff. I can't wait to talk about this. I haven't seen anybody talk about this new stuff from the Collectors Pack. I'm going to cover the stuff from Coda the Duelist in another video, and also I'm going to cover this guy in this video here. So yeah, we got a lot of cool new stuff. So, Collectors Pack, I hope we don't have to wait long for this stuff. Look at this! A new fusion pendulum, and whenever I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's Starving Venom from the manga. If you guys don't know, Starving Venom in the manga is first and foremost, it has this weird name. It's called like Starving Venomy Fusion Dragon. I don't get what's a Venomy, I don't know. But and it's a fusion pendulum. All of the Yuya counterpart dragons in the manga are pendulums mixed with whatever type, except for Dark Rebellion. For some reason, he's not special enough to be a XYZ pendulum, but hey, whatever. So, but however, this thing isn't Starving Venomy. This is Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, and I saw this, I'm like, what? Okay, I don't know, I haven't been able to keep up with the anime. I know it's getting like right at its ending episode. And I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of the new episodes. I haven't seen anything past when Zark was defeated. I know I need to go back and finish I need to go back and, you know, catch up and everything. And who knows, maybe Yuya summons this, I don't know. But this makes me hope that we see, like, a fusion between the other, you know, Dimension Dragons. You know, like Odd Eyes plus Clearwing, Odd Eyes plus Dark Rebellion. Well, wait, wouldn't that be like Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon? But anyways, this is still really cool. So this is Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, Dark Dragon Fusion Pendulum Effect Monster, Pendulum Skill 1, Level 10, 3300, Attack Power, 2500 Defense, Pendulum Effect. Once per turn, you can target a fusion monster you control. It gains 1000 attack for each monster your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. Really nice pendulum effect, and allow you to go for a lot of OTKs and stuff. And I can see that being really, really mean with like using it with like a Starving Venom or something like that, because that is a really good effect. Also, can I just say I love this artwork? So, monster effect. It needs a Starving Venom monster plus an Odd Eyes monster. So, it shouldn't be the hardest thing to summon in a Magician Odd Eyes Performapal deck. Good lord, the extract of that deck is getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's driving me nuts. So, it needs Starving Venom plus Odd Eyes. Must be fusion summoned or pendulum summoned and cannot be spell summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls till the end phase. This card gains attack equal to that monster's current attack. Also, this card's name becomes that monster's original name. Also, lots of fossils. This is the longest run-on sentence I've ever read. Also, replace this effect with that monster's original effect. So, he can copy, so he can gain the attack of a monster, of one of the opposing monsters. He can get that monster's name, and he can steal that monster's effect. That is scary, and I love it. That's what this thing should be. It's scary, and it's awesome, and I love it. That card art is beautiful. It's such an awesome card, and it's not even done yet. It has a second effect where, if this card is destroyed while in a monster zone, you can spell summon one card from your pendulum zone, and if you do, place this card into your pendulum zone. Really, really interesting way of putting him into your pendulum zone. I really hope that this archetype, Magician, Odd Eyes, Performapal, whatever you want to call it, Yuya's decks, basically. I hope they get a scale 11 eventually, because now we have another level 10 who we can't normally pendulum, and along with, like, you know, Nirvana High Paladin, which is, like, incredibly annoying. But, oh well. Really, really, really good card, I think. Next up is a DDD XYZ Pendulum. And I am super excited for it. Look at this thing. It kind of looks like Armageddon. And it even has Armageddon in its name. But it kind of looks like CEO Armageddon. You know how he kind of looks like a giant crystal thing? It kind of looks like he opened up. And I think that's kind of what he is. He also kind of really looks a lot like one of the New Order monsters. And it's just weird as he coming like out of this gate, and he's just like Cthulhu back here. So anyways, DDD Super Doom King Darkness Armageddon. I love this name. Konami, please keep this name for TCG. Super Doom King Darkness Armageddon. I love it. So, Dark Fiend XYZ Pendulum Effect. Pendulum Skill 1. Rank 8. 3500 by 3K. Pendulum effect, once per turn if there is a DD card in your other Pendulum zone, you can special summon one DDD XYZ monster from your extra deck, except a copy of himself. That is really good. I like that a lot. Really, really, really interesting. Pretty useful too, just being able to summon out any DDD XYZ monster from your extra deck, except himself, which can get you Caesar, it can get you, crap, what is his name? King Tell, it can get you the big guy, I can't remember his name, Kaliyuga. It can get you quite a few monsters. And then whenever I first saw this, I thought, okay, so how are they going to do how every Pendulum XYZ monster has had so far, which were both Odd Eyes monsters and for Yuya, where they had to have an effect where, like, oh, you have to overlay them on top of an XYZ monster. No, this guy doesn't have that. You don't need another XYZ monster on him as Xyz material in order to use any of his effects. And I love that, because DDDs have no way of actually doing that, and this guy, and not making it to where he has to do that, actually makes him usable in this deck. And heck, unlike Odd Eyes Performapal Magicians, they're actually, like, DDDs are actually going to be able to pendulum summon this guy often enough, because he is rank 8, so you can pendulum summon him. Let's see here. 2 level 8 DDD monsters. When this card is XYZ summoned, you can take one face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck and attach it to this card as XYZ material. Pendulum monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, then target monsters your opponent controls equal to the number of Pendulum monsters you control. Destroy them. If this card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place this card into your Pendulum zone. Really, really powerful and scary monster. I love it. The only thing that does kind of like concern me though is that nowhere on this card does it say if you can pendulum summon level 8 monsters, you can pendulum summon this card. Because that's what Odd Eyes Rebellion and Odd Eyes Raging Dragon both specify. So, seeing how this guy doesn't have that, can you pendulum summon him? Because, I mean, I guess they might just say, oh yeah, you know from the other 2 XYZ pendulums that you can, so we don't need to put it on the card anymore. But then, I guarantee you somebody's going to go, oh, but you can't do that, it's not on a card. I don't know. I hope that you can, because it'd be really stupid for them not to put that on there. But hey, whatever, because, like, why would you even make it a pendulum at that point? Now then, we got a new Super Heavy Samurai, and God, I love it. I thought it was a train synchro for a second there. Whenever I first saw it, I thought, oh God, a train synchro? That doesn't make any sense. But no, it's a Super Heavy Samurai. Okay, so it's level 12, it's 2,000 attack, 4,800 defense, and I forgot to say his name, Super Heavy Samurai Express Tetsudo. 4,800 defense. It's a level 12. I love it. He can get over Quasar. Okay, so he needs a Super Heavy Samurai tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner Super Heavy Samurai monsters. Gonna be completely honest, it is super easy to go into like pretty much any level with this deck, so yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to go into them. Heck, if you want to like like one obvious, like not so obvious, easy way to do it is special summon Ninja. The thief guy, who's level 10, you can just special summon him. Get out the level 1 tuner, equip the one guy who can equip onto a dude from hand, and then special summon himself. He's level 1, Synchro 412. That's like the easiest way I can think of right now, but there's other ways I just can't think of anything. So this card can attack one face-up defense position. If it does, apply its defense for damage calculation. 4,800. This guy's getting over just about everything. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards and target that many cards your opponent controls. Destroy them. I really like this effect, not just for the fact that it destroys cards, but for the fact that now this deck has a way to get stuff into the graveyard, which it never really had too many easy ways to do. Most notably with getting the... what's his name? The Flutist. Yeah, Flutist into the graveyard. Because Flutist has a really, really, really good graveyard effect where you can stop any targeting card's effect that's targeting like one of your Super Heavy Samurais just by banishing him from your graveyard. And then once per turn, you can banish as many spell or trap cards in each player's graveyard as possible. And if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card banished this way. So because of this guy, you can actually kind of sort of play spells and traps. The issue is that you got to go into this guy before you can really do much of anything else with your other stuff. So it would be interesting to see how easily the deck can churn out this guy, because if he's stupid easy to summon, which I don't think he is, I think he's somewhat easy to summon, but depending on how easy summon he is, you can play spells and traps in the deck now and just banish them with his effect. And then burn your opponent for it. And screw over what your opponent's doing by banishing their spells and traps. Like, can you imagine that with, like, doing against Invoked? Oh, hey, you just, you have your Invocation in the graveyard. Maybe you used its effect twice, and maybe you already used its effect, and then you went for another Fusion Summon. Okay, effect, banish it. And every other spell and trap in your graveyard. That's really good. I kind of wish it was during his turn. That'd make it even better. Then we got a new ninja card, and it's a Pendulum too, which is really awesome. So Twilight Ninja Geoghan, Dark Warrior Pendulum effect, Pendulum scale 1, level 7, 2k attack, 1000 defense. Pendulum effect of a ninja monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Monster effect, you can reveal one ninjutsu art in your hand, spell summon this card from your hand. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Really, really good card overall, I think. Well, not really good, but I really do like this card. Mostly because I think ninjas could really benefit from having pendulums. And so if they have like another one, although granted with the new rules, pendulums are going to be a bit harder to work with for them. But either way, I still really like this card. He gives your ninjas more offensive capabilities. They're able to, you know, pierce. He can summon himself, so that can go for easy rank 7 plays. Of course, and heck, that's not a once per turn, so if you have multiples of this guy in your hand, you can just reveal the same card twice, or spell summon 2 of them to go for a rank 7. I really do like this card. Pretty good skills, too. And then we're finally getting the Amazonas cards. Like, seriously, Konami, we should have gotten these forever ago, but hey, whatever. Amazonas Empress, Earth Warrior Fusion Effect, level 8, 2800 attack, 2400 defense. Amazonas Queen, plus 1 Amazonas monster for the fusion materials. Okay, so other Amazonas monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If an Amazonas monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle, or if it leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 Amazonas Queen from your hand, deck, or graveyard, which, if you guys don't know what Amazonas Queen does, I believe she's level 6. She has 2400 attack and I believe 2000 defense. And while she's out on the field, all Amazonas monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. So, really, really good card overall. I really, really like this card. I just wish she protected herself. But considering her third effect, it kind of makes sense why she doesn't protect herself. I do really like this card, though, and I can't wait to see the other Amazonas cards that we still are waiting for. So, yeah, this card's going to help out a lot for Amazonases. Then, there's more, guys. There's more. Raid Raptor Final Fortress Falcon. And I am so happy we finally got this thing. Well, I think he was only, like, in, like, the last episode. Something like that. I remember I follow Raid Raptor Facebook group, and they were talking about this guy. And they weren't too happy about him. They didn't think he was all that great. But then again, they were going off of the anime effect, and I can't remember what the anime effect was off the top of my head. But, however, I think this card is pretty good. So, he's a Darkwing Beast XYZ effect, rank 12, 3800 attack, 2800 defense, 3 level 12 monsters you go into. This card with a Raid Raptor XYZ monster as XYZ material is unaffected by other cards. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Return all of your banished Raid Raptor monsters to the graveyard. Okay, let me just recycle those mimicries and stuff. Put my Raid Raptor readinesses back in the graveyard. I love that. Like, just being able to recycle my readinesses and my mimicries. Really, really good card. Just right off there. But it gets even better. So, twice per turn, when this attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can banish a Raid Raptor monster from your graveyard. This card can immediately attack once again. This card immediately makes another attack in a row. So, this card, with 3800 attack power, by the way, can attack up to 3 times in a turn. This is stupid good. I love it. It is really good, and it just is like the epitome of what a boss monster should be. Granted, though, I feel like it could do some other stuff, but however, it supports the play style of the deck, ranking up everything. It puts everything back in the graveyard, and it's a scary boss monster of 3800 attack power that can attack 3 times and possibly OTK your opponent. Now, granted, it's got to kill a monster in battle in order to attack again. So, That is a bit annoying, but hey, if your opponent has 3 monsters lined up, and most of the time if you're doing against like Zodiac or something, they're going to have 3 monsters, you're going to be able to run them all over and do a crap ton of damage. I love this card. It's awesome. Oh god, I can't wait to see what more Raid Raptor stuff we're going to get out of this set. Next up, we have Abyss Script, Abyssal Entertainment. Spell, continuous spell. I don't know why they have it fucked around. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You contribute 1 Abyss Actor monster and target an Abyss Script that's in your graveyard. Set it to your field. Really, really useful. And of course, because Abyss Actors are pendulums, you can keep bringing them back. I like it just for that first effect, but it's of course it's an Abyss Script. It's got to have a destruction effect. If this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your X deck, you can spell summon any number of Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters from your deck. So if this card gets Twin-Twisted while it's face down, I get to summon 5 monsters for free from my deck. What? 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 Okay, so it's basically letting me pendulum summon from my deck. What? I love it. It's awesome. This card is awesome. Why was this card not released with freaking Abyss Actors and Destiny Soldiers? Now, with that being said, though, this deck still needs a way to easily get off these effects. I really hope that we get an Abyss Actor that says, like, oh, once per turn you can destroy a set card you control and treat it like it's being destroyed by your opponent or something like that. That'd be really, really helpful. Then we got a new Destiny hero. You guys know how much I love Destiny heroes. Well, I wasn't really too much looking forward to this guy because he was terrible in the anime. He was a terrible card in the anime, but they vastly improved him, so I'm not too upset about him being printed finally. So he's a Destiny hero. He's Destiny hero Dream Guy, Dark Warrior effect, level 1, 0 attack, 600 defense. You can only use this card's name's effect once per turn. During damage calculation, if a Destiny hero monster you control is battling, if this card is in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card from your graveyard. And if you do, that battling monster cannot be destroyed by that battle, and you take no battle damage from that battle. If special summoned this way by this effect, banish this card if it leaves the field. This card is really, really useful. It gets him on the field. You can protect your monsters. They take no damage. Really, really helpful. My only issue with it is that, aside from that, he does nothing. He's got to be in your graveyard, and he's really, really wimpy. So he can get ran over by another opponent's monster or something, and then, hey, you just lost your board advantage. But, however, this thing, I can still see being very useful, at least as a 1-of, maybe a 2-of. Very, very helpful, especially since with, crap, what is it called? Over Destiny. The spell card that says target a Destiny hero in your graveyard, spell summon a Destiny hero with level less than or equal to half that monster's level. We now finally have a good level 1 target other than a Fallen Angel. But don't get me wrong, Fallen Angel, really nice and everything. But, however, you generally want to, get it into your graveyard or, like, well, not so much in your graveyard, but, like, get it onto your opponent's side of the field and stuff. So, this thing is really good. I like it. And then the card that I made me like almost scream when I first saw it, Gladiator Beast Noxious. If you guys don't know, I freaking love Gladiator Beast. They were my first competitive deck. They almost, if I had not been incredibly tired and just dropped out of the tournament, I would have like topped that tournament because my first regional I went with Gladiator Beast, and I made it to round 5 undefeated, and then it was my first regional, and I was completely and totally unprepared. And I just about fainted. I was so tired. So I dropped. And I wasn't able to finish. Which still to this day haunts me. Because I have not done that well in a tournament since. But anyways. Gladiator Beast Noxious. That was like 5 years ago too, by the way. So anyways. Gladiator Beast Noxious. We're getting the rest of the Gladiator Beast stuff from the anime. And I am super excited because the new stuff from the anime was really, really freaking awesome. And I really hope we get to all of it. And Gladiator Beasts are probably going to be like one of my decks for After Link format. I can't wait. So, Gladiator Beast Noxious. Dark Beast Warrior effect. Level 5, 0 attack, 1000 defense. Not gonna lie, when I first saw those stats, it's like, ew. But this thing you're not summoning off of a Gladiator Beast effect. Okay, when an opponent's monster clears a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, switch that attack target to this card, and then proceed to damage calculation. This card cannot be destroyed by this battle. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, like by its own effect, you can send one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle this card into the deck, special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except himself. So, let's see here. He protects you from, you know, getting OTK'd, which is something the deck always really likes. He gets a Gladiator Beast into your graveyard, so then, hey, whenever you shuffle him back at the end of the battle phase, and then special summon out, like, I don't know, for instance, Darius, and then bring back the Gladiator Beast you sent off of his effect. This card is so good. I love it. This card's gonna be, like, become a triple of it in my builds. I can't wait to test it out. It's really, really good. It's really, really helpful. It gets you a board while during, if like your opponent clears out your board, saves you from being OTK'd, gets you stuff in graveyard, and hey, can't be destroyed by that battle. So you generally want to summon it on the last one that's like going to kill you or something. But really, really good card. I like this guy a lot. I can't wait to see the rest of it. I really hope we're getting all the stuff from the anime. Oh god. So I don't know, we still got one more card to talk about. This is just like miscellaneous info. The next VJUMP promo is going to be Proxy Dragon, who kind of looks like a baby version of Firewall Dragon, whom of which I will cover in the Code of the Duelist video whenever I talk about stuff from Code of the Duelist. So, the new card is this guy over here, DDD Destiny King Zero Laplace, whom of which, while I haven't read the manga yet, I'm waiting for it to come out like over here, because I actually got it pre-ordered and everything. I believe this is Regi's boss monster in the manga, just from what I've seen on the wiki and everything. So Destiny, I almost called it a Destiny King, Destiny Hero, I mean. Triple D, Destiny King, Zero, Laplace. Level 10, Dark Fiend type Pendulum Effect monster. Attack, (0) defense. Pendulum skill of 1. You can only use the Pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. During your main phase, you can add one face-up DDD Pendulum monster from your X deck to your hand, except DDD Destiny King, Zero, Laplace. Monster effect. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one DDD one DDD monster you control, so he has to be summoned by tributing a triple D monster. If this card battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation until the end of the damage step, this card's attack is equal to double the original attack of the opponent's monster. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Any battle damage you take becomes 0. What? So, I really like this card. This is probably going to be like, I don't know if like the standard builds of DDDs are going to play this or not, but I really, really like this card. It's a scary card, and I really, really like it. I want to play it. I can't wait till we get it, but it's probably going to be a while. I don't know what this, like, where, like, what set is this in? It does not say. I think it's a... Oh, okay, it's gonna be the promo for Volume 3. Okay, it's gonna be the promo for Volume 3 of the manga. Really, really cool card. I like it a lot. I can't wait for it. Gonna be really, really awesome. So, guys, that is everything for everything not from Code of the Duelist. I will be covering Code of the Duelist in the next video. Probably gonna upload both videos today, so yeah, hope you guys look forward to that. What are your guys' thoughts on all these new cards? I think I've established how much I love just about everything out of this stuff. I can't wait for these two in particular. Like, these are really honestly going to be like these are going to be the thumbnail, I can already tell. I can't wait for these. So, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. See you all later. Peace out and goodbye.